my Negro. I'm in flow, greatest story told. Watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. Harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I release my soul, now they taking pictures of it.
Eyes on the prize, it's my last soda. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries for the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. You know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, and she know it. Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause bro recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight like ties. On the industry advice, I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my last soda. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries for the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. You know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, and she know it. Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go. Yeah. Shooting star, yeah. All over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not wet my way and go. Yeah, I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO.
On a spot of land that was once desert, now stands the city of Glendale, and a building filled to the brim with fans, State Farm Stadium. Plenty of season left to go. 3 months of football ahead as we are underway here in Week 4. And this is... starts. That kick falls just short of the landing zone, and this opening drive is going to begin from the 40. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 19, Tiger, come 19, come 19. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Completes, it's Bijan Robinson. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Ready.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Got a man, Robinson has it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. There on the tackle, the rookie out of Auburn.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Taken in by Harrison. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take a 6-0 lead right away. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. His first throw is an interception. And the Cardinals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They send him left out of the slot. Touchdown, Arizona! So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Love out of the shotgun. Complete out to the right side. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Brought to a halt by Deonte Banks.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
He has the first over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back still doing it to this day.
Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs, in fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. It's Benson on the give. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
All right, here we go. Second down. Love from the gun. Gets this one to Watson. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Let's go now.
From the pistol, here's Love. And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers lower the deficit to a single possession. Christian Watson with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Packers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Cardinals first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Here we go.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. And it sets up 2nd down.
Shut up. 18 Radford. 18 Radford. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready?
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. He's on the move. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Edgerrin Cooper takes it away. And the Packers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, mission accomplished by the pass rush, right, partner? That is their goal. If you can't get the QB down, encourage him to roll left, make a throw across his body. Well, they forced him to do that. He threw it, and it's intercepted.
Yeah, I like that word, encourage, right? Just give him a little push that way. And you can feel the guys in coverage. They get sticky. It's like Velcro. They know if they can get tight in coverage, that QB rolling against his arm, the ball's not coming with the same velo, and it could be a sitting duck exactly like that, a target for them to go pick. Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10. Love trying again. And that one is picked off. But wait a second. Oh, he came down out of bounds, so that's just going to be incomplete. Target that time, Jaden Reed. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Love. That's caught for the first. They get 27 on the play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He put everything he had into this one. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. A That was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
A second down throw here for Love. Has him on the quick hitter. It's inside the 10. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that gives them first and goal. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Nothing doing that time, and it leaves them on second and goal.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Benson. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Packers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Trey Benson, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Packers tie things up at 14. Now Camarda on to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Devon Fuller bringing that play to an end.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
This has the makings of a shootout. A lot of points, but still tied as we reach the end of one. We're all knotted up at 14. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They start with 2nd and 6. From the 34. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now they're gonna have to figure out this third down.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Packers will take over possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Here's Love to throw. He fires one deep down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep low. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. This one misses the tight end. And that makes it 2nd and long.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Throwing on second and real long here. Hits his running back. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Here we go, set. Trap 60, trap 60. 40, 70. 18, run, 18, run. Ready?
Love looking to pass. Reed's got it. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Benson on first and 10. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Second and 6 coming up here. Here's Love. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on third. They send a man in motion. Third and long for him here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody, and maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
First down throw, here's Love. And oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted! And the Cardinals get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. airing it out to start this drive. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals parlay the interception into points. Trey McBride, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals break that tie and now lead by 7. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
60 Eagles, 60. Let's go now.
The give now to Benson. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 36. Got Evans, it's complete. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Play fake, it's Love. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Takes the handoff, now Love. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
2nd and 10 now. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They've got a man in motion. Throwing his Love on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. That one splits the uprights. And the Packers tie this game at 21. Now Camarda on to send it away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
An option give to Robinson. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Here we go, set.
Running back sent in motion. From the 46. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Riggs, Mustang 19. Check go.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. New set of downs for him at the 38. They'll throw on 1st. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Let's go. Warrior 70.
They'll throw it again. Taken in by Harrison. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
To the air, 3rd and long. He's got him, that's McBride. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Ready. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Takes the snap, 4th and inches. Escapes the pocket. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
Let's go now.
They motion the tight end over. On 1st and 10, here's Love. And it is intercepted, but he couldn't stay in bounds. Ooh, offense catches a break there. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. So it'll be 2nd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Looking to throw. He's going deep this time. He's got it deep downfield. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
And his kick is good. What an ending to our opening half as they take the lead. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Handoff headed left to Benson. And he'll get it up to the 44. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Thrown on 1st down, Love. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. A give left side to Benson. Down the sideline to the 45. And he's finally brought down at the 33. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Now a give left side. On the move into the red zone. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Here we go, set.
Here's Love to throw. It's reeled in by Benson. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Love out of the shotgun. Complete beyond the marker. It's a Green Bay touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Now they'll try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers double their lead to 14. Now Camarda on to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go!
They'll throw to begin this drive. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Go!
Throwing on 2nd and 10. Got it, man. Robinson has it. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Come on, come on.
Throwing now on 1st down. On the move, headed right. On the run right, throwing deep down. This is brought in at the 15. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He's on the move. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Cardinals start the second half with some needed points. Here's Sly to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Set.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Tight. 19 tight. Left knee, 19. Hand to the left. Hand to the left. Okay, go.
From the 32. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Here we go.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Trap 60.
Now an inside give to Benson. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. To the air with Love. Got for big yards on the right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he's brought down for a loss. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Shotgun now for Love. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Here we go. Set. Forward, 17. 18, run. 18, run.
Love from the gun. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in the spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Now Camarda on to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
60 Maverick. 70.
Throwing from the gun. Forced out to his right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Go! Rig alert! Rig alert! 70 Ranger! 70 Ranger! Ready?
Throwing now from the gun. McBride hauls it in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Viking 18! 18! Pioneer! Buffalo 18! Go!
Looking to throw on third. Finds his target, Robinson. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Cardinals first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
79 Bronco! Let's go! 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Get up!
Still sticking with the passing game. Gets this one to Harrison. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
Come on! Set! Set go!
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. This is the end of the third quarter. It's Cardinals ball, and they could use a score. They come into the fourth trailing. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Cowboy 80! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
Looking for a throw here. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Ready! Hot, hot!
He's going to keep this one. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cardinals make it a 4-point game. All right, looks like they want another look at this one. The play going to be reviewed by our officials, making sure they got this one right. The fact that they pulled that out on a first and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did, and I would have loved to seen those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, and the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go, and that group certainly was.
Let's go now! Ready?
And he is into the end zone for an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the fourth. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Now a give. It's Benson headed right. And they finally barely bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
First down, and they go right back to him. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 now. Handoff now to the receiver. And he gets them the first. Not the biggest gain on the reverse, but it got what they needed.
May not be the way he typically gets the ball, Kate, but once he had it in his hands like a reception, he knew what to do with it. He smelled that first down, and he went and got it.
They've got first down from the 31. They give up the gut to Benson. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
They give on 2nd to Benson. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. They'll try it right with Benson. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it. But that back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Benson. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. It'll be a gain of 5, and they've got 2nd and goal now from the 3.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Another try for Benson, and he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Pitching it out to Benson. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Give him 1 yard on that play. Another good stop, and that forces 4th and goal. So now the field goal unit runs on in a very big spot. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Kicked well, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
First and 10 now from the 30.
19 Lions. Go!
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Mustang 19.
From the 36. He throws a bullet to this. He's got it at the 30. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 39 yards. And it'll be first down, Arizona. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play.
Come on. Set. Go street. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
First and 10, a run to Robinson. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Ready.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
70 Timberwolves. Unlock right. Ready.
Another carry for Robinson. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. The Packers take their first time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
60. Ready.
Staying with Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a first down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. Still one more in their pocket to use.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Set. 18 Rattler. Go.
He'll look to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
First and 10. their own 20-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he's brought down after a short gain. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Staying on the ground with Benson. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Benson once more. And he's tackled for a short gain. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. The Packers send out their punting unit. And this is the first time he's been called on today. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Cardinals will have themselves a short field to begin the drive. First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
70 range. Sack. Check go.
Here he is to throw. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go, set. Buffalo 18.
Setting up to pass. This is for the ball game. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
Putting a receiver in motion.
79 Broncos. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Hut, hut.
One final shot here. This is for the ball game. Deflected. Oh, but they couldn't bring it in off the tip drill, though. They had the chance they wanted, Brock, but no, that's how this one's going to end. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end.
Bottles and believe we back in business. It's highly recommended. It's for